Beautiful basketball for Washington. Oh my. They have been a juggernaut in this league. Everything going the Wizards' way. Right now the Wizards ain't playing around.
Welcome to the official stream of the two-time NBA 2K League champions, Wizards District Gaming. My name is John Byram. Thank you so much for tuning in so late on this Thursday night. Yes, it's a 9:45 p.m. tip-off between Wizards D.G and Warriors Gaming Squad here live from District E, powered by Ticketmaster in downtown Washington, D.C. If you've tuned into our stream earlier tonight, you would have seen Wizards D.G revenge themselves against Knicks Gaming from last week. After picking up their first loss of the season, the Wizards D.G came back tonight against Knicks Gaming and took home the 3-1 series win against the Knicks. Now, 2 hours later after that match ended, just a little over 2 hours after that match ended, we are back here tonight against the Warriors Gaming Squad, a team that Wizards D.G was able to beat last week as well, mainly because they were able to hold CB13 in check. Just like the Knicks, their offense going through Malik. For the Warriors, their offense goes through CB, and he's going to be our player to watch for the Warriors here tonight. To keep him in check is the key to success tonight for Wizards D.G. With that, we'll go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup presented by head coach Pat Crossan tonight for the 3v3 matchup against the Warriors. Up first is going to be the point guard for Wizards D.G, number 18, Cap. Followed by Just Awkward. He's going to be our small forward, number 29, the defensive player of the year back in 2021, the defensive juggernaut himself. And then filling in at center is Nudini, number 14, the all-time winningest player in NBA 2K League history, starting tonight at the center position for Wizards D.G. So just a recap of what we've experienced so far. Wizards D.G currently sit at a 4-1 overall record here in week 2 of open play. Next week, we move into bracket play. It's a double elimination play starting next week. It is remote until we get to the final 12 teams. Joining all of the 2K League teams next week are going to be amateur teams as well. It's one of the great things the 2K League has done is invited the 3v3 amateur teams to play against the best of the best here in the 2K League, and we get to see that next week in remote play. Once we get all the way down to the final 12 teams, they'll all be flown out here to Washington, D.C., to right here in District E, powered by Ticketmaster in downtown Washington, D.C., for the championship week for the 3v3 Slam Open for the tournament here to kick off the season. All live in-person broadcast here on the NBA 2K League Twitch channel as well. So next week, we'll still be here on Wizards DG's Twitch channel. Next week after that, it'll all be broadcasted by the 2K League. So definitely put that on your calendar to tune in to cheer on Wizards DG. So just a quick recap of the rules here for 3v3. It's a best of 5 series, first 21 points by 2. That's the key in here, 21 by 2, and you win the game. You win 3 games, you win the series. Simple as that. Wizards DG were able to close out the Warriors last week, and they're looking to do it again here, again by holding CB13 down to minimal points, minimal opportunities as well. But on the side of Wizards DG, it's the hot hand of Cap that we saw against the Knicks that really helped carry Wizards DG to victory in that earlier series. Aside from Game 3, where turnovers plagued Wizards DG, and Games 1, 2, and 4, it was the Cap show. Absolutely coming up clutch with big-time plays, big-time passes, great court vision, spreading the ball around, finding that open player and getting that open shot and making that extra pass, something that all the players, Nudini and Just Awkward, were doing as well. And then Just Awkward, his lockdown defense, especially putting pressure in the backcourt, it was a major, major game changer there in the first series tonight against the Knicks. Look forward for Just Awkward doing the same again here tonight as well. So it looks like we are waiting for the start of Game 1. Maybe got pushed back just a little bit here, as we are waiting for the official tip-off here from the NBA 2K League to get this series underway. So with that, we're going to throw it to a quick break. Well, before we do that, just a quick reminder, every night Wizards DG plays, it's a McDonald's Gamer Bundle night. That's right, download the McDonald's app on your phone today, and you can get yourself a 20-piece Chicken McNugget meal and 2 large fries for just a low price of $9.99, only available in the McDonald's apps at participating McDonald's in the Washington, D.C., Baltimore, and Eastern Shore areas. Definitely check that out. It is a great deal, and celebrate Wizards D.G's wins with some McNuggets and fries. With that, we're going to throw it to a quick break. On the other side, it is going to be game 1 of this best of 5 series against Warriors Gaming Squad. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the official stream of the 2-time NBA 2K League champions, Wizards District Gaming. Game number 1 of this best of 5 series underway. Wizards D.G will start with the ball first. It's Nudini passing it into Cap. Again, both of these teams met just 1 week ago. Wizards D.G pulling out the victory in that one. Nudini towards the top of the key. Thought about will find Cap. Again, there is no backcourt in 3v3, so you'll see the players cross that timeline multiple times. No penalty for that, but there is a penalty for reaching in, and you will get called for the reach. Wizards D.G will get the reset with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Cap being patient, waiting for the open man. Looking for Awkward, will find him. Drives baseline, takes his time, one-handed slam, makes that 2-0 Wizards D.G. First points of the game for Wizards D.G. Just a reminder, the 2023 season for Wizards District Gaming is presented by Leidos. You in the corner 3, no good. Rebound by Nay, and CB13, our player to watch, will green home the 3-point shot. First points on the board for the Warriors. Can't let him get the hot hand. He is definitely capable of carrying this team all by himself. Wizards D.G will have to make sure they are locking him down as Cap puts up a 3 as well and responds in back-to-back possessions, makes it 5-3 for Wizards District Gaming. Now you cross the half-court line all alone, drives baseline, being patient. Nudini thought about it, but not in time. Couldn't get the block off, and you converts the layup, makes it 5 apiece. A big thank you to everyone joining us here in Twitch chat tonight. It's a 2-handed jam from Cap comes in, gives the Wizards D.G the lead by 2. For a little late night NBA 2K League 3v3 action. It's going to be even later tomorrow night, as it is another doubleheader featuring the Magic and Blazer 5 gaming. That Blazer game, a spicy 11:15 p.m. tip-off. So make sure you have your energy drinks ready to go for that one. As Awkward receives the outlet pass on the baseline in the corner. CB13 called for the reach. Wizards D.G will get the reset. Now it's Nudini guarded by Nay, looking to restart the ball. Now ball back in play. Awkward around his defender. 2-handed jam up and in, makes it 9-5. CB13, the engine of this offense for Warriors Gaming. Already has a 3 to his name, now takes a 2-handed jam, puts it under his stats as well. 2-point lead for Wizards D.G here in game 1 of this best of 5 series. In tonight's doubleheader, Wizards D.G again coming off of that win earlier tonight. It's Awkward off the glass and in, makes it 11-7. Taking a look at some other scores around the league as well. Warriors looks like defeated Blazer 5 Gaming earlier tonight as well. 3-1. Blazer 5 Gaming not doing so hot in the group stage, still winless to this day. So the Warriors coming off of a win as well as Wizards D.G. as Cap drives the lane, makes it 13-9. So both teams come into tonight's contest at a 4-1 record, putting themselves in great position for seeding for next week. Wizards D.G. looking to move to 5-1 here with a win tonight as CB drives the lane, back rim and in, cuts the lead to 2. Wizards D.G. still in control. Nudini receives the inbound. Back to Cap. Drives the lane all alone. The two-handed jam makes it 15-11. And Wizards D.G. starting to inch closer and closer to that 21-point mark. Again, they need to get there by 2, or they'll have to continue scoring until they are winning by 2. As CB13 trying to make something happen here. Cap guarded closely. Good pass down to you. Got to give him props where props are due. Cuts the lead down to 2 for Wizards D.G. Now Cap going the other way, finds Nudini. Back over to Cap. Being patient as Hughes called for the reach. One of the unique things I got to do in between the games here, I got to spend some time with this Wizards D.G. squad as they were watching the film review from the game against the Knicks from earlier tonight. Listening to the players talk about how in certain situations, what they can do better. Cap putting up a 3, gets it to go, and it's a green for Cap. Knocking it down, that puts them on game point. Another 3-point shot from Wizards D.G. That will give them the game 1 win. CB for 3. Can't get it to go, but it's Nate with the offensive board. They'll get a second chance here. But all the players, including the reserve players in Witness and Glowski, all picking up on certain things that happened in that series against the Knicks to talk about different things they could have done better, maybe looking at different looks. They saw how Malik did certain things for the Knicks and how they wanted to respond to that going forward if they see that again. Very, very interesting to see how engaged this team is. Even the reserved players are in this film review offering their expertise as well. Even though they may not be in the game, they are still masters at their craft, which is 2K. 20-17 the score here in game 1. Next basket for Wizards D.G. will do it. Expect to see the Warriors be incredibly aggressive, trying to force that turnover as they're going to try to get back into this one. Awkward. Shot is no good. A little bit of an awkward shot there. As CB13 can tie it up with a 3-point shot. Instead, he'll just take the points. Wizards D.G. can still win it here with a 2-point basket. They don't have to go for a 3. They can take whatever the Warriors give them. And Cap now has his takeover activated. Looking for that stat boost. You trying to stay on him. Cap using all of the stamina he has over to Awkward. He thought about it. Decided not to take the shot. Drives baseline. The two-handed jam for the game 1 win. It's 22-19 for Wizards D.G. pulling home the win. And Cap dropping 14 points there in game 1. But the game leading scorer, unfortunately, is CB13 on the side of the Warriors. But it's a game 1 win in the books here for Wizards D.G. Again, this is a team that they beat last week, and they're looking to do so again today as they are battling for premier seeding in next week's tournament when that starts after open play is done this week. So we're seeing Wizards D.G. continuing that momentum from that series against the Knicks earlier today that they won 3-1. And that's what we're seeing again today. And Cap absolutely popping off. Perfect from the field. 6 for 6 from the field. 2 for 2 behind the arc. Absolutely making it rain and helping lead this team to a game 1 victory, putting themselves in great position going forward into game number 2. And speaking of Cap, for those who are maybe new to Wizards District Gaming or new to the NBA 2K League, we like to bring you content to know the players better, to get to know their personality, because these guys are very interesting people and very, very humble at what they do. They get a very unique opportunity, which is to play a video game for a living, something I personally have dreamed of in my childhood when it wasn't necessarily a thing, when it really started to explode about 7 to 10 years ago. So it's really, really, really kind of cool that these guys are getting to live their dreams. So let's get to know Cap a little bit better.
What up, everyone? This is Get to Know Your Wizards D.G. So my name is Justin Kaplan. My gamer tag is Cap, and I play point guard for Wizards D.G. Gaming. I would describe myself as a genuine and always happy dude. I'm big on staying positive and just kind of nothing's ever too serious, so you could always make something good out of nothing. My favorite thing about the NBA 2K League is that I get to live out my dream of always being a professional, and the league allows me to do that. One thing that might surprise people is that I really enjoy, cooking. The way I cook and bake is I take simple things and I elevate them. Like I said, I make these really good chocolate chip cookies. They're the size of, hockey pucks, and when, you rip them open, they're pretty gooey, so, that's probably my signature. My favorite thing about being a Wizards District Gaming player would have to be the culture. The Wizards kind of gave me the thing that I was looking for when I came into this league, and it's just having a culture and being regimented. It keeps you young, keeps you being like a kid, so it's fun to compete. I'm most looking forward to this season, kind of stepping up into my second year. I think teams are looking at us as an underdog team this year, and I'm kind of really excited to be looked at as that, because I think, when people kind of just brush you under kind of whatever, I think that, we'll strike hard this year. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. See you next time.
Game 2 now underway. They started that lobby a little bit quicker than anticipated than they normally do, but we're all tied up at 2 apiece here in Game 2. Wiz D.G holding on to the 1-0 series lead of this best of 5 CB, calling his own number. Makes it 4-2 for Warriors Gaming. And something interesting in that piece that Cap is talking about is how, for whatever reason, the 2K League is seeing Wiz D.G as an underdog this year. After dominating the league for so long, going back-to-back, winning championships here in the 2K League, something no other team has done, no other team has even gotten close to doing. Wiz D.G was able to do that, and then in the third year, last year, started out a brand new season in a brand new format with 3v3 play coming into the league, winning the first ever 3v3 Slam Open, which is what we're currently playing in right now. Wiz D.G were the first ones to do that last year. So this idea that Wiz D.G is the underdog going into this season, for whatever reason, has the players here at Wizards District Gaming, I'm not going to say confused, but it's given them that chip on their shoulder. They are here to prove people wrong as Cap drives to the rim for the two-handed jam. They are here to prove that just because Dave Fry retired, just because B. Rich is no longer on the team also, that this team is still a threat in the Eastern Conference and is still a threat in the league overall. Witness and Glowski are amazing gamers that fit perfectly into this lineup, and when we switch to fives, we will get a chance to finally see the chemistry that this team has been working on for the past several months once this roster has been put together. And I can tell you right now, based upon my time that I've spent around these players, the chemistry is there, the personalities click, and I can't tell you how big that is in any kind of competitive sport than to have that chemistry and have players that get along. It is absolutely massive and could be a big reason why this Wiz D.G team is going to do so well this season. So that's fine. 2K League, you want to put a target on the Wiz D.G back, calling them an underdog? Go for it. They're going to respond just like you're seeing right now, taking the game 1 win here in this series, keeping it close here in game 2, looking for a way to finish this night out with a 2-0 record. And they're here in game 2 looking to do that right now. Down by 5 points at the moment. Nudini thought about it, had a wide open shot there, but decides to pull it back down with his build. May not have been the best option. Awkward puts up the corner 3, no good. Dini with the offensive board. Looking for the pump fake around off the glass. Can't get it to roll. Defensive board by Nay. Nudini is called for the reach. Warriors inbound the ball. Nay into you. Back to Nay along the sideline. Finds you. Cutting down the lane makes it 16-9. And we saw something similar like this happen in game 3 of the next series. Turnovers tend to, when there's a lot of turnovers, especially in threes, it's really hard to make that comeback. It's really hard to get back into the game because it's such a short game. It's first to 21 by 2. 4 turnovers can definitely doom you in one game. And we just saw another turnover here by Wizards D.G as they're trying to claw their way back in. Luckily, the Warriors just missed that shot, and Wizards D.G now have a chance to try to get back into this game to take a 2-0 series lead. Cap, around his defender, two-handed jam, cuts the lead to 5. They need more possessions like that. They need to force those turnovers, be more aggressive on defense, and that's what we're seeing here as Awkward is picking up CB13 at half court. Using those fouls to their advantage, CB getting around the one-handed jam, and now the Warriors are a 3-point shot away from evening this series up at 1 apiece. Cap finding space, drives a lane, slams it home himself, responding to CB13's dunk with a dunk of his own, cuts the lead to 5. Awkward's called for the reach, and again, that's something we're going to see, using those fouls as a way to play defense. Every player has 6 before they foul out. In a short game like this, you have every opportunity to use, we're going to say 5 of those 6. We definitely don't want that 6th foul because we don't want the AI player to come in. CB, cross-court pass to you. Drives the lane, kicks it over to Nay. Nay, back over to CB13. At the elbow, looking for space, finds it. The layup is good, 7-point lead, and now any basket from the Warriors will end this game and even the series. Cap looking to make the most of this possession. Maximum points is what they're looking for here. They're going to kick it over, and it's a turnover. And now the Warriors going the other way. CB kicks it back over to you for the long 3, and you hits it, and that's a 23-13 win for the Warriors as they even this one up at 1 game apiece in this best of 5 series. CB13 dropping 13 points. And while it wasn't 4 turnovers like what we saw in game 3 against the Knicks, the 2 turnovers did hurt a little bit here for Wizards D.G. Pardon me, Wizards D.G. here. Cap with 6 points, just Awkward with 4, Nudini with 3. So overall, just a little bit more of a slower pace game here in game 2 after popping off in game 1. Just kind of cooled off just a little bit, going 6 of 9 from the field, 1 for 3 behind the arc. It's really, really hard to keep in a game, especially when you have someone like CB13 dropping 13 points, 6 for 6 from the field, 1 for 1 behind the arc. And you followed up with you going 3 for 5. It's really, really tough to keep up with that if shots aren't falling for you. But have no fear, Wizards D.G. will look to bounce back here in game number 2. And speaking of game number 2, let's go ahead and get to know the 2021 Defensive Player of the Year, Just Awkward.
What's up, everybody? This is Get to Know Your Wizards D.G. What's up, everyone? It's Justin Howell, aka Just Awkward, small forward for Wizard District Gaming, but you guys already know who I am. Nah, come on. So I'll describe myself as quiet off the court, but loud on the court. I've been playing NBA 2K since NBA 2K13, so however many years that is. My favorite thing about the league is you build a bunch of friendships that last a lifetime. A fact about me that surprised people is I'm not as awkward as my PSN. For the most part, I like just messing with people and just having a good time.
What's your favorite thing about being a Wizards D.G. player?
Nothing. It's like, I'm trolling. My favorite thing about being a Wizards D.G. player is, 1, I'm close to home. 2, the organization, they treat you good, like just from top to bottom, just great organization, and my teammates, so I love being a Wizards D.G. Most looking forward to the season is just playing another season, like just, it's always fun playing in the league, playing at the highest level, so I'm just ready to get back out there and hoop. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Just Awkward, the small forward, the 2-time NBA 2K League champions. The defensive stalwart that he is as well, leading the team on the defensive side of the ball. But he don't let that smiling face fool you. He's also a menace on the offensive side of the ball as well. He's capable of putting up points just as much as anybody else on this team. Even in the 3v3 setting, it doesn't just run through Cap. All 3 players on the court it's like pick your poison. Which player do you want to lock down? Because the other two are going to be able to respond in just awkward. Whether he's on the defensive side of the ball or the offensive side of the ball is going to be a major player for this Wizards D.G team going forward. Game number 3 underway here in this best of 5 series. Wizards D.G start with the ball first. It's Cap passing it back out to Nudini with the pump fake. Didn't get the defender to jump. Kicks it back over to Cap, guarded by CB13. Cap puts shot up, back rim, no good. Defensive board for the Warriors. Almost said the Knicks. That was a little bit earlier here tonight. It's awkward is called for the reach. Series all tied up at 1 apiece here in tonight's late tilt between Wizards D.G and Warriors Gaming Squad as CB drives a lane. Little floater towards the rim. First points of the game go to the Warriors. Makes it 2-0 here early in game 3. Now Cap driving baseline, pulls back out to the corner, finds Nudini cutting through the lane, all tied up at 2 apiece. Now the pressure from awkward from the inbound, looking to force the turnover. You tried to help CB out a bit, but awkward's going to be called for the foul. And a big thank you once again to everyone here in Twitch chat. Thank you for spending your Thursday evening with us here on the official stream of the 2-time NBA 2K League champions Wizards District Gaming. Tonight's 3v3 tilt against the Warriors. A CB takes it to the rim, slams it down, makes it 4-2. Both teams sitting at a 4-1 record coming into tonight's battle. As both teams played earlier tonight, picking up wins for Wizards D.G against the Knicks. And for Warriors Gaming, it was against Blazer 5, the currently winless Blazer 5. As they continue to struggle here early on in the season. Ball went out of bounds. Wizards D.G will get possession back. Cap with 5, kicks it back over to Nudini. Thought about it, drives the lane. Lays it in, all tied up at 4 apiece. Looking for those high percentage shots, and that's what they're getting. Now it's CB. Taking his time, guarded by awkward. Awkward gets the steal, looking to go the other way. Just awkward, just playing big time defense like he normally does. And that's a turnover and 2 points off the turnover. And Wizards D.G have a lead here in game 3. Now CB, looking not to turn the ball over again this time, will slam it home himself, ties it up at 6 apiece. Now awkward from the inbound. Over to Nudini. Back to Cap. Under 10 on the shot clock. Drives into the corner, kicks it back out. Nudini has space, drives the lane. Gets blocked from behind. Loose ball picked up by the Warriors. Looking to go the other way. It's you down in the corner, guarded by Cap. Drives towards the elbow. Will kick it back out to CB. CB looking to drive the lane. He will. Advantage back in favor of the Warriors, taking the lead 8-6. Now awkward taking the ball down towards the baseline, being patient with it, waiting for his team to set up. Cap is there. Receives the pass. Nudini driving baseline. The pass in. It's tipped and Ney intercepts it going the other way. CB13 receives the Hail Mary pass and extends their lead to 10-6. Just as Wizards D.G learned a little bit about the Warriors last week, the Warriors learned a little bit about Wizards D.G as well. Looking like they're a little bit more prepared to face the defending 3v3 Slam Open champs this time around. As U passes it back out to CB13, guarded by awkward. Down in the corner, it's U. Towards the lane, kicks it back out. CB13, 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up for the 3, back rim and good, makes it 13-6. So the Warriors are starting to pull away here a little bit towards the middle part of game 3. Now it's Cap driving baseline, two-handed jam, pulls it back, 13-8. Awkward called for the reach. CB13. CB takes it himself. Has his badge activated as well. Nay as well has his badge open and on fire. Both takeovers available. Awkward down low off the glass. Can't get the friendly roll. Looking to go the other way now. It's Nay over to CB. Cap with only 2 points to his name will need to find his hot hand like we saw in that Knicks series if Wiz D.G are going to try to get back into this game. 17-8. This one's starting to get out of hand here in game 3. Now it's awkward going the other way for Wiz D.G. The back pass to Cap is picked off by Yu. Pulls up for 3. And Yu, not even waiting for the rest of his team, now puts Warriors Gaming on game point here for the Warriors. And another almost turnover for Wiz D.G. Looking to handle the ball a little bit more. Cap puts up a 3-point shot and then drains it. Perfect release, wide open, makes it 20-11. It's a 9-point game. It's going to be tough for Wiz D.G to get back into this one. Any basket will do it for the Warriors. Foul is called on Cap for the reach. On the inbounds, it's CB13. Pulls up for 3 and rattles it home. 23-11, a lopsided score here in game number 3. And just like that, after winning game 1, Wiz D.G find themselves down 2-0. CB13 with 20 points, perfect from the field, 9 for 9, and from the field and 2 for 2 from the 3-point line. Absolutely carrying his team to a victory. We talked about it a little bit in the pregame show as well. If you're going to beat the Warriors, you have to find a way to beat CB13. You cannot allow CB13 to do what he just did in that game right now. You can't let him carry that team to victory. You have to find a way to stop him. You have to find a way to force him into turnovers or take bad shots. And that's something we've seen Wiz D.G struggle there a little bit in the last 2 games. CB just very good on the sticks, being able to find their way around the defenders, being able to find his way between the defenders and driving it to the rim. Not a lot of wide open 3-point shots or long range 2s that we saw from CB. Mainly drives down the lane, taking the ball himself for 2 points. Is mainly what we saw there in that last game. Something Wiz D.G will have to talk about here in between games 3 and games 4. Now with their back against the wall, needing to find a way to even this series up and force a game 5. Game 4 is going to be absolutely pivotal here tonight. With that being said, I believe we have covered everyone here tonight, but just for reintroduction here for some of our new players as well, in case you have been following Wiz D.G for years, and now we have 2 new faces on the team, let's go ahead and take a look at one of our newcomers to the team again in Glowski.
What's up, everybody? This is Get to Know Your Wiz D.G. My name is Alexander Pimentel. My gamer tag is Glowski, and I am the power forward for Wizards District Gaming. Best way to describe myself is a very energetic vibe guy, somebody that you just want on and off the court. I've been playing NBA 2K since NBA 2K15, but I've been playing NBA 2K competitively since NBA 2K18. My favorite thing about being in the league is just being able to meet people, live with people that you've never thought you would live before, and just being able to just enjoy life and do what you love and make money out of it. One fact that might surprise people is that I used to play the trumpet. We've kind of played like a little different variety of music, like Hispanic music, Latino music, jazz music. I don't even think I have it anymore. My favorite thing about being a Wizards District Gaming player is just knowing that I have a family around me, people that trust me, believe me, and I know that I'm gonna be able to be the best person I am and be myself on and off the court. What I'm looking forward to most this season is just being able to just learn from the vets. So I'm gonna be able to learn a lot from them and just take that with me in the future and hopefully be able to stay in the league for as long as I want. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more Wiz D.G content.
And that is one of our newest players here on the roster this year in 2023, our power forward, number 24, Glowski, joining the team. Got a chance to talk with Glowski, especially if you got a chance to watch the NBA 2K League draft as we go into game 4 here. If you got a chance to watch the draft here in the offseason, Glowski's been one of those players that has been grinding for years as CB13 opens up the scoring with a 3-point shot. Grinding for years to get into the league, and all that hard work finally came to fruition this year when head coach Pat Crossan made the decision to draft Glowski. And so far, so good, as he has fit in perfectly so far to this team, personality-wise, practice-wise, and just team play-wise. And we'll be excited to see how he does here in the 5v5 once that comes around as well, as Wizards D.G even it up at 3 apiece now in the game early on, with Cap draining the 3-point shot, perfect from the field. And CB13, if it's not broken, don't fix it. And that's what CB13 is doing there, calling his own number once again, driving the lane, slamming it down. Hopefully we can limit him to less than 20 points this go around. As here in game 4, being down 2-1, it is make or break time as Cap kicks it over. Nudini in the corner, drives baseline, 2-handed jam, ties it up at 5. So far, this is the start you want from Wizards D.G. Sometimes you have to go bucket for bucket until you can force the Warriors into a bad percentage shot or a turnover, and that's where you can capitalize with that in those moments. CB13 splitting the defense, and again, driving the lane, making it 7-5. Nudini bringing the ball up, finding Cap. Baseline, drives it, ties it up at 7. Cap giving CB13 a little bit of taste of his own medicine. Back and forth here in game 4. CB13 drives the lane, but no, rejected by Nudini, but you picks it up. Warriors will get a second chance here, but Nudini claiming the court as his own, and does it again. Nudini back-to-back blocks. Unbelievable. Nudini carrying it on defense. Back-to-back blocks on CB13. Who cares if the Warriors get the ball again? They have 8 seconds on the shot clock. Nudini coming up big. Can't do it a third time, though, but that's okay. Nudini probably with 2 stellar defensive plays in back-to-back possessions. Unbelievable. 9-7 for the Warriors. Cap receives the ball along the left sideline, cuts in, takes it in, jams it home, 9 apiece. Now Nay into you. The pressure in the backcourt. Kicks it over at CB13. Drives lane around a defender. Makes it 11-9. Dini back to Cap. Cap baseline, awkward in the corner. Pump fake, couldn't get the defender to bite. Drives in, kicks it back out, finds Cap. You stayed true, didn't jump. Cap kicks it over. Dini in the corner. Dini hits the 3-point shot. 1-point advantage for Wizards D.G. Now it's CB guarded by Awkward. Gets around him. Slams it home once again. That's pretty much CB13's MO here tonight. He's going to just drive the ball himself, find a way around that defender, and take it to the rim. Now Awkward for Wizards D.G. It's only a 1-point difference between both of these teams. In the lane, off the glass and in. 1-point advantage now for Wizards D.G. Now it's CB bringing the ball up, guarded by Awkward, looking to force that turnover. Will get around him. Nudini steps up and causes chaos once again. As the ball goes out of bounds, the Warriors will hang on to it. But Nudini coming up big here in game 4. Awkward checks the ball to CB. Down to you now. Kicks it back over. CB left hash. Finds Nay in the corner. Drives baseline. Back out to CB. Under 5 on the shot clock. Off balance 3. And CB drains the 3-point shot. 2-point advantage now for the Warriors. Dini back to Cap. The pressure coming from the Warriors. They're looking to force turnovers as they are looking to close out the series. Cap by the right hash, guarded by Nay. Thought about it. Try to get around him. Nudini wide open. Pulls up for 3. Dini gets the 3-point shot to go. 1-point advantage for Wizards D.G. They're looking to force game 5. 2 badges activated on the side of Cap and Nudini. Their takeovers are hot. CB13's takeover on fire as well, as the long 2 goes. Makes it 18-17 for the Warriors. I have a feeling this one won't end at 21. Cap with the takeover activated. Guarded by you. Finds space. Takes it to the rim. Makes it 19-18. If Wiz DG can get a stop here, they have a chance of possibly evening this series up at 2 games apiece. CB bringing the ball up. Look for him to find space and try to drive the lane. That's what he's done all series long. That's what he's going to want to continue to do. Awkward, staying close to him. Forces the pass over to Cap. Back over to CB. Picks up his dribble. Passes it to you. The 2-handed jam. Now, a 3-point shot can win it here for Wiz DG. They have to win by 2, and that will give them that 2-point advantage. Cap, down by 1 for Wiz DG. Looking for space. Finds it. Will drive the lane. Makes it 21-20 in favor of Wiz DG. Now it comes down to defense. Getting that stop. The pressure from Awkward in the backcourt. CB's going to try to slow things down. Kicks it over to Nate. Kicks it back over. CB for 3. Can't get it to go. Loose ball picked up by Wiz DG. They can even the series on this possession. Any basket will do. Cap in the corner. Pump fake. Back out to Nudini. Takeover still activated. Picks up his dribble. Guarded by Nay. Finds Awkward. Gets around CB. Thought about driving. Will kick it back over. Cap being patient. Awkward. The long 2. Awkward calls game, and we are going to game 5. Cap dropping 11 points and 4 assists in that game. Perfect from the field again. And Awkward dropping 4 points and coming up with a rebound as well. Nudini with 8. Everyone perfect from the field, making their shots. Big plays from Wiz DG as they even up the series at 2 games apiece. And for the first time in 2023, Wiz DG are heading to a game 5. After winning game 1 and then dropping game 2 and 3, they have responded here in game 4 with a 23-20 win, heading to the crucial game 5. And momentum on their side, able to hold CB13 to only 14 points, 6 of 10 from the field, 2 for 3 behind the arc. That is what you have to do. You have to limit your turnovers, which Wiz DG did. They were able to get away in that game with 0 turnovers. And then you have to find a way to limit CB13's impact on the game. In game 3, he dropped 20. Game 4, he dropped 14. Obviously, that's a little bit of an improvement there. But at the same time, anytime you can cool that hot hand of CB13 is always going to be in your favor here for Wiz DG. He is the catalyst for the Warriors gaming squad. So going into game 5, that's going to be the key. How you're going to stop CB13. We've seen all series long through all 4 games, his move, one-on-one with his defender, split the defender, find the open space, turn the corner, take the dunk, tank the easy 2 points. That's what he did in game 3 to get to his 20 points. Rarely had a long 2 or even a 3-point shot. It was mainly calling his own number, driving to the rim. We saw that from Cap here in game 4, giving CB a little taste of his own medicine, driving that lane, going to the rim, taking what the defense is going to give you. And if it's a 2-point dunk, you're going to take it, and you're going to put it on the board, and you're going to inch closer and closer and closer to that magical 21-point number. Now, we're heading into game 5. Game 5, the crucial game here, first time in 2023 for Wiz DG, heading into game number 5. Will they be able to ride that momentum into game 5? Will CB13 respond? Will he try something different? Maybe he'll try not driving to the rim constantly, maybe pass the ball, distribute a little bit more. I highly doubt that's going to happen. I do think we're going to see a little bit more of the same from CB13. How will Wiz DG respond here in game 5 when it all comes down to this? Winner takes all. Game 5, first to 21 by 3. Pardon me, by 2, not by 3. That would take a little bit longer. By 2, first to 21 by 2 will win the series. Both teams at 4-1. Who will advance to 5-1 to have a chance at better seeding here, as Wiz DG, unfortunately, first possession is a turnover. And the Warriors gaming squad now will have a chance to lead the game on this possession. CB thought about it, kicks it over to Nay. Was looking to drive the lane once again, but Wiz DG paying attention here, having the heads up. It's Nay, the reversal, back rim, and good. First points on the board for Warriors gaming squad. Cap cross half court. Driving the lane, kicks back over. Nudini, long three-point shot, can't get it to go. Defensive board by the Warriors. Kicks it over to CB. Drives the lane and rejected from behind by Nudini. He did it twice in a row last game, and he's done it early here in game 5. Nudini coming up big on the defensive side of the ball. Over to Nate. Quick passing by the Warriors. CB, wide open three-point shot. Rattles it home. Makes it 5-0 for the Warriors. Now Cap bringing the ball up, looking for the first points of the game here of game 5. As the ball goes out of bounds, an unforced turnover from Wiz DG. And the Warriors have a chance here to extend their lead. Make it a 3-possession game. CB brings the ball up awkward, trying to stay on him. Ball being moved around. CB over to you. You back to CB. Puts it up, rattles home another 3-point shot, makes it 8-0 for the Warriors. And on the inbound, ball goes out of bounds. Wiz DG catches a break, and they'll get possession. Takes a deflection off of the Warriors player. Now still looking for their first points. Cap to the rim, cuts the lead to 6. Now CB 13, loose ball. He collects it back up. Nay. Over to you, guarded by Cap, kicks it back over. CB 13, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Drives the lane, two-handed jam. Makes it 10-2. So reach in, his foul is called on Nay. Wiz DG will get to reset. Now Nudini bringing the ball up. Back to Cap. Cross court to Nudini. Cap being patient with the ball, takes it towards the corner. Loose ball picked up by you. Now CB 13 for the Warriors. With an 8-point lead, finds Nay in the corner for 3. Splashes home the 3-point shot, and it's an 11-point lead for the Warriors. Cap gets around the defender, the two-handed jam. 4 points on the board for Wiz DG. 4 points in the stat column for Cap. Now CB 13, slowing things down. Awkward, guarding closely. Long range 3, rattles it home, makes it 16-4. So they extend their lead to 12. Cap. Cross half court. Being patient, CB with his takeover activated. In the corner, gets fouled. No, ball goes out of bounds. It's another unforced turnover. And Warriors Gaming have another chance here to extend this ridiculous lead even more. 3-point shot is good, and it's 19-4. And this game got lopsided in a hurry. Turnovers plaguing Wiz DG as Awkward puts up a 3-point shot. It is a green, but it's going to be a long journey back for Wiz DG. They're going to be able to do so here in game 5 as Warriors are now on game point. Next basket will do it for him. The off-balance 3-point shot's no good. Nudini with the defensive board going the other direction. The Warriors will need to have a pretty epic meltdown here late in game 5. Cap looking for space, looking for any points. He'll find it. Cuts the lead to 10. Now it is all about defense once again. Ball inbounded to Ney as Nudini is called for the reach. Again, each player having 6 fouls. On the 6th one, you are fouled out of the game, so really you only have 5. You can use that to be aggressive, especially here late. CB kicks it back over. CB for 3. Rattles off. No good. Going the other way. Wiz D.G looking to get back into this game. Cap in the corner. Kicks it back over to Nudini. The pump fake can't get Ney to bite. Back over to Cap. Good passing. Nudini, 3. No good. Offensive board by Awkward. Back out to Cap. The pump fake gets you to jump. That opens up Awkward for the one-handed jam. Cuts the lead to 8. Still a long, long way to go for Wiz D.G here in Game 5. CB had the lane open, but passes it over to Ney. Finds you. Being patient with the ball, almost daring him to shoot it. Over to CB. Back to you. Pulls up for 3. No good. Nudini, defensive board for Wiz D.G going the other way, trying to cut back into this lead, and it will be Cap bringing it back to within 6 for Wiz D.G. You back to CB 13. And the two-handed jam by you at the other end will seal the fate for Wiz D.G as they lose Game 5. They will lose the series 2-3 against Warriors Gaming Squad, and they will fall to 4-2 on the early season here for the 3v3 Slam Open in the 2K League. Series not going in favor of Wiz D.G. CB13 limited to only 14 points once again, but it was Ney and you who really stepped up as well. Ney going 2 for 2 from the field. This is one of those games where turnovers again plagued Wiz D.G. late in Game 5. It was very, very tough. Anytime you play 3v3, 1st to 21, turnovers can absolutely stall all your momentum and put you in a hole real quick. And that's unfortunately what we saw there in Game 5 after a very impressive bounce back in Game 4. Game 5, unfortunately, the story of Game 5 was turnovers. So unfortunately, they fall. They split the doubleheader tonight, winning against the Knicks, losing against Warriors Gaming, going 1-1 for tonight. Again, falling to 4-2 on the early season. So not bad overall for Wiz D.G. Definitely some room to grow into going into tomorrow night's doubleheader, learning from this series as well. Speaking of tomorrow night, if you thought tonight's games were late, it is currently 10:37 Eastern here at District E, powered by Ticketmaster. Tomorrow is another doubleheader. First game against the Magic will tip off at 8:15 p.m. Eastern right here on the official Twitch channel of Wizards District Gaming. And then the second game will be coming just a little after, just a wee bit after that first series ends at a cool, crisp, spicy 11:15 p.m. at night against Blazer 5 Gaming. And yeah, we will get a post-game interview here as well. So we're going to throw it to a very quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the post-game show, joined by head coach Pat Crossan. All right, and welcome to the post-game show here live from District E, powered by Ticketmaster now, joined by head coach Pat Crossan. Coach, unfortunately, splitting the doubleheader, going 1-1. I mean, obviously, it's not what we wanted. It was definitely a 2-0 kind of night. Going into this series, we talked a little bit about at the end of the Knicks game was limiting CB13's ability to score. And something we saw that he did a lot this week, maybe a little different than what we saw last week, was that man was addicted to the rim. He just wanted to drive to the rim and slam it home each and every time, and it seemed to work. Well, how do you defend against that?
I mean, it's really tough. I mean, he was getting whatever he wanted. We were kind of worried about the 3 at points. We did get some stops like towards the later games, but it seems like every block we had was just right out of bounds and back in their hands. Sometimes that's the way the game goes, but we were trying to drop on them, but we also didn't want to give the corners open threes, so it's kind of tough. I like us in a game where we're trading twos, to pull out and get threes and eventually get a stop. But they had a good game plan, and they looked a lot better this week.
No, absolutely. If you tuned in with us last week, the script was flipped a little bit. I believe it was a 3-1 win against the Warriors last week. So obviously, as head coach Pat Crossan said, they did change things up a little bit, and we saw that tonight as well. But in Game 4, you did trade those twos going back and forth. Cap pretty much channeled his own CB and just started driving the lane and slamming it home. And then once he started missing those shots and having those opportunities again, that's when you guys really started to pull away there a little bit. But let's talk a little bit about Nudini and his defensive play that we saw late in Game 4 and Game 5, coming with those big, crucial blocks in Game 4 to really help seal the win there. When a player is not shooting as well as he normally is, what does that tell you as a coach from a coach's standpoint from that player when they're able to pick it up on the defensive end at least?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things like, you could have a horrible shooting night, but like if you can get us steals or you get us blocks or you can make good rotations, like you're still going to be in the game. You're going to make a difference. Dini was able to do that. He didn't have the best shooting night, I don't think. And for him to still get blocks, still make some plays that we really needed, I think that speaks to his veteran leadership since he's been in the league for a long time now, especially for us.
Absolutely. So I'm not going to keep you here too late. It is getting late. It's 10:40 here on the East Coast. Tomorrow is an even longer night, unfortunately. But let's just preview what we're going to expect to see tomorrow here. We're going up against Magic Gaming, a team that I believe only has 1 win so far in the season, and then Blazer 5 Gaming, which is sitting on a goose egg.
Yep.
Obviously not the same kind of caliber of teams that we played here tonight, but at the same time, still 2 K-League caliber players. Yes. What's the message going into tomorrow night, especially after a tough series loss that went the distance tonight?
Don't play with your food. I know their record isn't as good as ours or some of the other teams, but like their back's against the wall. Like they're thirsty and hungry for wins. So for us, we just got to go in there, take care of business, and if we play like we did last week against them, I like our odds and I like our chances. So
perfect. All right, I'm not going to keep you, Coach. I'm going to let you get back to your team. You guys have some film to break down. Get some sleep. Tomorrow's going to be even longer. I can't believe it.
We'll be here late.
We'll be here late. But again, Pat, appreciate it as always.
John, thanks.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, we'll see you tomorrow.
Absolutely.
11:15.
11:15. Thanks for reminding me. All right, head coach Pat Crossan. Again, a big thank you to him for joining us here on the post-game show. It's a tough one here tonight, folks. Going not in the direction we were all hoping. Split in the evening tonight, 1 game apiece, beating the Knicks, taking the loss against the Warriors, moving to 4-2 an overall record here in the Slam. Have no fear. It's another doubleheader tomorrow night, starting at 8:15 p.m. right here on the official Twitch channel of the 2-time NBA 2K League champions Wizards District Gaming. Again, 8:15 against the Magic, and then a late one, 11:15 p.m. against Blazer 5 Gaming. A big thank you to everyone who stuck with us here tonight, whether you were able to tune into the first series against the Knicks, or you're just joining us here against the Warriors, or maybe you were here for both series. A big thank you to you for tuning in to watching us here on the official stream of the 2-time NBA 2K League champions Wizards District Gaming. My name's John Byram. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been an absolute pleasure as always, and we will see you tomorrow night for more NBA 2K League action.